little dark, but it's okay. Alright, y'all. Hi, YouTube. It's Lady Phoenix. I got a message. So, I know I said, I don't know if anybody who is viewing the YouTube channel is also looking at the my Twitter account that's not really my account. See, my information has been compromised. So, like, my information is, for all, be it a better excuse, my information is not really mine. So, and being that I don't have a computer, I do all of this from my Android. So that's why I said, like, I wouldn't be putting out any more videos now, not for a while anyways, until I get myself together. But anyway, neither here nor there. I'm doing this one because I actually thought I had did it already. And so since I didn't, I need to do it now because of timing, just because it's time for this to come out. So no matter how many people actually get to view it, it needs to come out right now. So like if only 5 people get to see it, then those are the 5 people that were supposed to. Because like I said, my information has been compromised. So a lot of things that I put out don't get put out the right way. So like, you know, without getting into it any further, I will say that. But this one right here, I actually thought I did it already. But it's a reason why I didn't, and there's a reason why it's coming out, and it's, you know, it's got to come out to you guys now. So just, you know, listen up. This is all signs. Now, there is an order. Now, this is for all signs, the collective, for everybody. But I will say that the energy is stronger in the order that I'm giving it to you. So it's going to be fire first, air second, water, and then earth. So fire first, air second, water, and then earth. That's the way the energy is flowing, but it's definitely everybody's sign. So if your sun sign isn't fire, which is the dominant energy that I'm feeling right now, given this message, then if that's not your sun sign, then check your moon and your rising. If not, then it definitely follow it by air, because that would be next, and then water, and then earth. Okay, so wherever you fit, or just if in the message that you're receiving, whatever resonates with you and your sign, that part of the message is for you. Not all of it probably will be, all of it may be, but this is what I gotta say to y'all. Okay, so let's just get into it. It's the porcupine. So now the porcupine is interesting. I thought that they shoot their quills, like, you know, the spikes that's on their back. I thought their defense mechanism was to shoot the quills, but I learned recently they don't shoot their quills. They do use it for defense, but they don't shoot them out, you know, like as a weapon. That's not how it's done. So, but it is the porcupine. Let me just give you numbers too while I'm still on it and I'm thinking about it. The porcupine is number 72. That's the number that I correlated that with that animal. The number that I correlated with that animal. I'll just say it again. And then I also have the Chariot at number 7. I pull a card. So the Chariot, number 7. The High Priestess, number 2. So far I've got all signs, fire, air, water, then earth. And then the Chariot at number 7. And the High Priestess, number 2. So it says there are some big shifts happening for you right now. Major changes, major moves. And everything's going to be happening pretty fast. Don't spin out of control. I feel like everything's going to be moving so fast that you might lose your footing on this one. You know what I mean? You have the potential to lose your footing if you're not staying grounded in what you truly believe and who you really are. So stay true to yourself so you can stay grounded while all of this mess is happening, because it's going to go really fast. That's that fire energy. That's why I said fire is dominant in this reading. You know, fire energy is very, very, you know, it moves pretty fast. It's swift movement and that. So if you're not, if the fire isn't your dominant sign, but this message is for you, then that may be the reason why you might have the potential to spin out of control, because it's not typically your energy. You get what I'm saying? So like you might need to dial things back and take it slow. I also wrote, although the things are moving at a fast pace, move at your own pace. I feel like others are going to be trying to push you to do things in a certain way, or maybe their way that they that they would do it or whatever, but don't fall into that. Do things at your own pace, your own way. Make those decisions for yourself. Don't feel pressured. Stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Like that. While things are moving, just maintain a balanced diet too. Quarantine or isolation or whatever you call it. Maybe somebody's not eating the proper diet, or maybe eating all the time, maybe not eating enough. I'm not sure how it could be either a little bit of both for whomever. Like maybe you're eating all the time one day and you don't eat enough the next day, or maybe it's just that for different whoever. I'm not even sure, but like I kind of feel like whatever your diet has been lately, it's not usually what you eat, and it may be because we're in a different time right now, and it's not typically the way you normally eat. So just balance out your diet, whatever that means. If you're eating too much, binge eating or whatever, dial that back. Go back to whatever meals you typically, or if you've always been a binge eater, maybe this is the time you need to start getting your diet in check. Eating square meals, 3 meals a day, or maybe little small meals throughout the day instead of big meals 3 times a day. You get what I'm saying? Just switch it, however, just balance it out. I think now is the time to get that done. Like I said, if you are like a person who was a 3 meal a day eater, but eating big meals at those times, maybe it's time for you to cut back on big meals and just try little small meals, maybe 5 times a day. Just eat smaller portions, stagger them out throughout the day instead of big meals, 1, 2, 3, like that, with snacks in between. Maybe it's time to just cut back on the way you've been eating. I kind of feel like that. Okay, for everybody, and it just doesn't matter. Just adjust your meals to how you've been doing, specific to you. And also drink water. Don't know why that came up, but it came up a lot. Feel like maybe collectively we're not consuming enough water. Just everybody on a grand scale. I don't know why, but whatever, you know what I mean? I get these messages and I have to say them the way that I have to say them, when I have to say them. So that. You have the power to make magic. You have the power to, really impress people, and I'm not even sure that's the right word, but don't concentrate so much on that right now. You know what I mean? Because you automatically have that in you to do that. So that's not where you need to focus your energy right now. You automatically have the what do you want to call, I don't know, like you have like that Midas touch, so to speak, if anybody believes that. So you get that naturally, but don't let that be your focus right now. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of remain true to yourself. You don't really need to go out of your way to impress people, because you have that naturally. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, I get kind of hung up on the message, or I'm not sure which way to put it out, because I don't want to offend if it's taken out of context. You know what I'm saying? I give it directly and I speak directly, and I've always been that way, in case you haven't noticed. And so I don't mince my words, but I just don't want it to come across, too aggressive right now. But I want you to know that, like, you're already magical. You automatically are a producer. Like, you can do that naturally with your eyes closed, in your sleep, whatever. So you don't need to go out of your way to try to impress people, or to maybe influence people at this time. Just do it. Do what you do, but do it keep it natural, keep it authentic. That's the word. Remain respectful, remain kind. Um, Things are going to work out. I mean, you already have the attention that you're. I don't think you're actually seeking any attention, but I just think that you may be worried that the attention isn't on you, or something like that, or maybe you're vying for somebody else's attention, like maybe you're a contender, or I don't even know how to say it, but maybe you feel like you're competing for somebody's attention. I don't know whom, or what this entails, but you already have who's ever you think you're competing to gain. You already have that person's admiration, or people. It might be like a group. I'm not sure what this really means, because like I said, this message I thought I had already put out. It's just so funny the way things happen. But yeah, I think you're trying to vie for somebody's attention. Like you feel like you're in competition to get somebody's attention with other people. But just know that the same people that you think you need to compete to impress, you're already impressing them. Like you're already getting their admiration, you're already getting their attention, so you don't need to like do extra. You don't need to be extra right now. Just be you. Just, you know what I'm saying, do you, and keep it authentic. That's all they're looking for. I think you're like overthinking things and like trying to do too much. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. That's gonna work in not in your favor. Like, just let me just put it like that. That won't work in your favor. Don't do it like that. Okay. What else? What else? What else? You already know how to read a room. You already know like how to, test the temperatures of a room. So like when you walk in, you already know who's who, what's what, how they're feeling. Like you have that natural gift to like take the temperature of a room, or a situation. So trust your instincts, because you already know how to do that. So don't stray away from that. I also feel like you might need to, balancing out your diet is one thing. Like, balancing out between fruits and vegetables, carbs, which is sugars, carbs, proteins, water intake, as opposed to caloric, your calories intake. That's a balance that needs to happen right now, like I already discussed. But there's also a need to balance out your masculine and feminine energy. I feel like you need to be versatile right now. Don't be too macho, too masculine if you're male, or even if you're female. You know what I mean? Balance out your energies as well, like your feminine and masculine energies. Balance them out, because I think right now you're going to need to be versatile, where you're going to need to use both equally. So in order to do that, you're going to have a balance to where one isn't more dominant than the other. They're going to have to be the same. Excuse me. They're going to have to kind of be the same energy wise that you're putting out. So get in touch with both. If like I said, if you're like an alpha male, like a more dominant male, you might need to dial that back and get in touch with your feminine side, so that you could put out some feminine energy and use that towards certain situations. Or like if you're overly feminine or whatever, you're gonna have to get in touch with your masculine side, and be more aggressive, assertive, stuff like that. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to be versatile. Whomever, whichever way this works for you, figure that out, because you're gonna need both. You gotta be versatile. So that's all I can say about that. Yeah, you're gonna have to switch back and forth between the two for situations that's gonna be coming up pretty soon. And like I said, things are moving fast, so you're gonna have to stay on your toes and know when to bounce back and forth between both. That's why your diet is absolutely gonna have to stay balanced out, because you're gonna be running. It's gonna be fast, and you can't be running on empty. You have to be fueled up. You get it? Okay, that's all I really got. That's all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to put this out here. This was the Porcupine. Everybody's energy collectively: fire first, air, water, then earth, and then the Chariot at number 7, and then the High Priestess at number 2. Okay, that's all I got. Thank you. Love you.